Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Project Cars with an overtaking challenge. This time out, I am going to be driving the Bentley Speed 8. I don't think I've done one of these with an LMP car before, so I thought it'd be interesting to give it a try. And we're going to the Watkins Glen GP circuit. I know and love the short layout of this track, but I haven't driven the GP circuit until today. So yeah, a little bit of a challenge. A couple of corners I have a few issues with, but other than that, a pretty good circuit. The other great thing about this place is we can have 43 cars on track. That is a lot of vehicles, and I will be starting last. And I have only 12 laps to get as high up through the order as I can. So a lot of overtaking to get towards the front. Now we're going for a standing start this time out. Watkins Glen doesn't do too badly for fitting all the cars into turn one. Despite being a large number of vehicles, we're a little bit more spread out, and we should survive turn one okay. There can still be shunts and accidents and so on. Best bet is to get to the outside and hope. Yeah, that's what we're going for here. Get to the outside of turn one and hope that we can get away with it. As far as sort of goals and expectations for finishing positions, that is all going to come down to how well this first lap goes. A good first lap, we could get as high as the top 10. A bad first lap, and well, top 20 is more likely. We've actually had a pretty decent start there. Got a couple of cars, got 3 cars off the grid, but got nobody at turn 1. Because, oh good god, if we get through turn 1, fine, this is where we're going to have issues, as everybody concertinas up through a really fast part of the track. I'm just seeing all the brake lights go on. Please don't have accidents, please don't have accidents. There we go, look at us go. We're getting just everybody overtake all of the cars. Fantastic, that actually worked really well in our favour. Get ahead of the BMW. There's a shunt over there. I'm going to take to the grass to avoid all of that. Yeah, tell me off all you like. I don't care. I'm actually avoiding the accident. Also, you can't just turn in if you're gonna go around the outside. You're gonna have to be a little bit more careful of that BMW. Either way, we have had a pretty decent start. We did have to take to the grass, but it was either that or end up in the back of the cars there. So I will take going on the grass any day. And we're in 30th. Whew, okay, that's not too bad of a start. I will take that one. Top 10 is still going to be bloody tough from here, because the field will spread out massively, but it's certainly, I stand more of a chance now than if I was finishing the first lap in sort of 35th place, at least. Get turned, there are already gaps starting to form through the field. I mean, the leaders at first place, I don't know why I changed out there, we can do that in fourth. The leaders have already long started their second lap. It's just the amount of time, they gain just from the get-go. The amount of time they have on getting to the front of this near impossible in this amount of laps. But we are doing quite well. I am slightly scared though with this train of cars heading through here. Oh, we can get issues if things go wrong. All it takes is one car to go wide, hit the walls, scare everybody, and then we all plough into the back of them. But no, don't you bloody dare come across like that. That's scary. Right, we're fine though. I'm going to have to be careful on this opening lap. That section of corners there is possibly one of my favourite sort of sequence in motorsport. Such a lovely turn when you have no cars around you and you can fly through it. But I can't at this precise moment in a time. This is one of the turns that I struggle with. Getting the power down out of it is very bumpy. I have real issues getting the car out of that corner quickly. Not too bad through these other ones. Through here I'm fairly decent. The next turn I'm pretty good on the brakes actually. We may even be close enough to have a little look at the car ahead. If he's going to leave the door wide open. I can't actually see where the braking balls were there. I would have had a look if I just slightly lost between the car in the way and me. I just slightly wasn't looking in the right place and had no idea where they were. So we missed an opportunity. And that corner there is another one I struggle with. Very bumpy braking zone. Incredibly easy to lock the rear wheels and have issues. Sort of, it's uphill and bumpy. It's quite a nasty combination there. But we are quick around the final turn. Fantastic. It looks like we may get up to 26th after 2 laps. That's pretty good. pretty good going there. I will take that one and slow it down for the first corner. There is sort of just a little crest on the exit there that can really upset the car if you've gone to full throttle when you're in something as fast as this. And I can't be flat out up the top of that hill there either, because cars are sort of everywhere. Oh god, this is not good. I think I may just be far enough ahead. Yes, I am. If there weren't cars ahead of me, I don't have a problem there. I know how to overtake into that corner. Oh, we got some understeer out a little too wide, and he's just going to shoot back past me. Damn it. When they've not got somebody direct, or certainly when they've not got me in front of them, I can catch them really quickly, and then the second you start racing with them, they suddenly go, oh, I'm supposed to be racing now, and then they go super fast mode, it seems. Yeah, now he's right over the back of the BMW. Oh, BMW, sorry, the Bentley. There are quite a lot more BMWs in this field than Bentleys, it seems. I think that's the only other one that we've seen up ahead of us. Yeah, I messed up that corner completely. I'm annoyed by that. I just braked a little too late, got caught out wide, and yeah, BMW straight back past and lost all of that hard work. So almost a wasted lap, this one. Not good. Not good at all if I want to get a top 10. I'm just looking at the gaps ahead of us. It's going to be so bloody hard to get a top 10 here. I'm trying. I'm definitely trying the best I can here. Come on, get a good run out of this corner here. There we go. That's more like it. Can we get the Beamer before turn 1? We're not probably going to get it before turn 1, but I definitely think we can. Oh, Bentley. See, I can stop it from there, just when there aren't other cars around me. Yeah, I can get them stopped quite well into turn 1. Oh, Bentley was slow through there. I'm going to sneak up the inside. Oh, you can go too wide up there, but it relies on the AI giving you space, and he wasn't keen on giving me space. He turned in, clipped the rear of my car, and we both ended up going straight. That nearly ended in disaster, but we are up into 24th place. This time we're not going to run too wide. Out there, oh, I've gone power a little bit too soon. It's a lovely corner, that one, when you get it right. It is so easy. It's such a long corner. It's so easy to be tempted to get on the power too soon, and then you just go off towards the wall on the exit, and that's not good. That turn there is, again, fairly similar thing. Sort of a long corner. You want to get on the power earlier than you actually can, and if you try that, you're going to go to the wall, to the grass, and possibly pointing backwards. We have a good run here. I can see the braking boards this time. We're going to side up the inside, maybe overshoot on the exit. Oh, he's going to give me a nudge for good measure. Oh, and then he's going to cover the inside. Now the Bentley's getting involved. That's not what we want. Bentley, are you still there? Yes, he is. Well, okay, credit to the Bentley there for that manoeuvre. That was an impressive overtake, and now I've got myself all out of position through here and sort of all out of sequence. Damn it, it's just stuck in so much traffic. Right, there we go. We've got that drive. I have and can run in the in the high 33s, low 34s fairly consistently when I'm on my own. But when you've got this much traffic around you going slow in various places, dude, I'm coming up the inside now. I am not going to waste any more time with you there. We're flat out over the crest of the hill. BMW is going to leave me a nice little gap to slot into, and voila. Yeah, I'm quite a lot down on the sort of lap times that you can do when you're hot lapping. It's just so much traffic to be cutting through. That was yeah, let's not do that one again. That was incredibly scary. So nearly ended up out of the race there. Right, now let's not get carried away into this turn, but remember we do still actually need to go quickly. Get it out of the corner properly. There we go. That's not too bad at least. Right, let's not get caught up fighting with cars now. We got out of the turn okay. I think we may be a little too far back to be trying a dive. That's okay. We won't go for a ridiculous dive, but I will go on the brakes early just to make sure that I'm not going to end up in the boot of the Beamer. Yeah, I'm not so good on the... when I'm driving to their pace is when I kind of make silly mistakes because I'm not quite used to what I'm doing. Yeah, this has not been a particularly good lap. It may well be our fastest lap because it's kind of been sort of a mistake-free lap. But it's pretty much at the pace the cars around me are allowing me to go. We can get there just about. We haven't got as good a drive off there as I was hoping. We should get up the inside though into turn 1. Yeah, they don't fancy fighting that one. Fantastic, up into 21st as we start lap 6. This has been a frantic opening. Yeah, I've just kind of got marred down in this group of cars a little bit. A good start, but this lot here I've been stuck with for a little while. This is going to end quite badly. I kind of want to slot in here. Don't quite know. I don't want the red car to end up jumping across the grass. I would have a go at the inside of the grey vehicle. However, if I had at that particular corner, I would have ended up in the car ahead, because the way you have to get an overtake against the AI here, I would have to carry so much speed on the way in. I mean, you can sort it out for the way out if you're just overtaking that one car, but yeah, you can't do it when there's a vehicle ahead, because you will just run into the back of them trying to slow it down, or probably would, and I don't see the point in risking it. Basically, it's just too likely to have a crash. We will have to save it for another time. Now, if we can clear these two ahead of us, we do have some nice clean road, or I should say when. I certainly hope we will clear the two ahead of us. There is a some nice clean road for hot lapping. We have to go from racing mode to time trial mode almost at that point. Right, can we get a really good... You see, I could get a really good run through there, but the bloody BMW was really slow on the middle of the corner, and I kind of had no real option, nowhere to go. And now we're going to be super fast here. We may actually get both of them into turn... Well, we would have got both of them cleanly into turn one had the white and blue car not turned in on me. Either way, we are past the BMWs and up into the 18th spot, and now, finally... For the first time this race, after 6 laps, I will actually be able to attack this corner properly. And now watch me bugger it up completely, because I'm so happy that I can actually take speed through here. Such a good corner, or couple of corners, however you want to call it. Such a good turn to take at racing speeds. Well, more like time trialling speeds. At racing speeds here has been dodge everything. Yeah, still really struggle to get the line right through here and get on the power, but don't get too scared of the car wiggling on exit. I just hate having cars that move around on me, and on the bumps, yeah, the Bentley does. And power out of this one. You can see the gap with my 0.7 of a second up on this lap, despite having a really dodgy turn one. And slow us down for here again. Yeah, we've made huge time. Little slide going on from this car. It just seems to be the way the Bentleys are, this thing and the GT3 car. They're just little slidey at times. Just like to keep me awake. Just like to challenge me a bit. I think I ran a tiny bit wide again through there. Got that turn right. When you hook up the turns, especially since a lot of them are sort of slightly banked, you can carry really good speed. Yeah, 35.0 despite having absolutely butchered the first corner because of the overtakes. Oh, I got that wrong. Clip the curb on the inside, not what we want to do. There isn't really a huge amount of time to be gained from going out wide there. Reason being is that if you were to run wide there and then try and keep it flat out, the bumps are so nasty that they are liable to spin the car. So I'm having to be quite careful if you end up running wide through there. It's a horrible place to get caught out, and we are through there. You can see the amount of time I've made up on these two cars ahead, and just being released for one lap from the constant battle. We are almost up to them, and I can never decide if third's better, second, I don't know. That corner there is still stumping me. The rest of them are not too bad. Like the rest of the other new parts, I'm not too bad. Or new parts to me, I should say. Not too bad on. Yeah, we're going quicker again, which is good. Yeah, I can do better. I'm not driving amazingly. Not driving amazingly well. Not as good as I did with the GT3 Bentley last time out. It's these turns that I'm so scared of doing something stupid on. Now that I've got this, far, and I know that it does not take much. We keep away from the curbs. Curbs are horrible here. And again, the final turn is another one. You think, oh, I can get on the power that little bit earlier. I can carry that bit more speed. You probably can't. You'll just end up in trouble if you do. That was a better lap. 34.1. Oh, curb and then crest. There's just this little crest, little bump on the exit at turn one that the Bentley will want to get away from you just ever so slightly. You've just got to be ready for it. Come on, car, use that straight line speed, use that drive off the turn, and we are going to be side by side. I don't think we're quite going to be Oh, we may be far enough alongside, yeah, just run it a little bit hot into the turn. The best way to get overtakes done through there is to carry a little bit too much speed on the way in, because it will discourage the AI from going to the inside and going across the grass, and then make sure you slow it down for the second part, and then you should be good. That's what I'm doing. But as you can see, if I tried to do that with another car close by ahead, you just run into the back of them, because you've carried too much speed into the first part. But that one there, the distance was just right for that manoeuvre. Okay, 70th place. We are on lap 9. We're not going too badly. We're not going too badly. That couple of laps in there was like around 26th and so on, cost us quite a bit in progress, but there's a decent sized group ahead. When I get past this car in front, it's kind of going to be like, again, much like with the other Bentley, it's going to be, can I close down the group in time for a last lap overtake? It's going to be close, I think, but we shall see. Oh, I've got a really good run out of that final turn. Yes, we shall get to you. Just remember how wide the car is. It's very easy to forget just how wide this Bentley is when you're going for those sort of pull out the slipstream at the last moment sort of things. Very easy to forget you're driving a massively wide LMP car. Visibility is actually pretty good in this, I have to say. LMP cars are notorious for terrible visibility, but in here, okay, admittedly looking that way is a bit difficult, but yeah, visibility is not too bad. Okay, slow, absolutely fly through here, down into third, because that's the gear we're going to want for I just so love that complex of corners. And the cars behind are just gone. One quick run through there and they are absolutely gone. And now we're going to overshoot the next turn like a moron. Come on, we've got 2 laps. 2 laps. Could I get a top 10? I don't think so. But we may get up to, I'm trying to see how many cars are ahead of me in this group. There's 4 I can see. Well, I don't know. It'll depend if I can actually get through this lot here quickly, which I don't think I can. This circuit is pretty good for overtaking, I have to say. A lot of the overtaking spots are quite fast and quite scary, basically. And yeah, you have to be very, very committed to getting them and pray that the AI doesn't turn in on you. That curb on the inside, for God's sake. Yeah, these curbs, they don't look like much because they're such steep curbs. If you you don't really go over them. You kind of hit them and they bounce you out wide. So yeah, they can really mess with your car. Okay, slow down. I'm pretty sure I had a wheel just on the grass there. Actually, that's kind of a better way to do it around there. Just run a little bit wide. You kind of avoid going over the crest in such a vicious manner. That's okay. That's a new way of doing it. We're at exactly the right positioning, because I can be flat. I don't have to slow down, I don't have to lift because of the cars ahead. I can be flat out on the way up there, but I'm going to catch this car here at the wrong point. I have to be careful. I have to be slower through here than I want to be, but we are up into to the 15th place. Get on the power as soon as I dare, but it's not going to be enough to have a look here. I could have a dive, but that's never going to end well on a corner that I don't like. And the corner that the AIs do quite like, that's never going to be close enough. Again, now I'm just too far back. No, BMW behind me, don't even think about it. Now I'm going to start defending, and that's not what I want to be doing in an overtaking challenge. I love defensive driving, I'm pretty good at defending, but in an overtaking challenge, that is the last thing that you want to be having to do, because the second you start defending, that's going to start costing you time, and you're not making progress forward, basically. And that was I had a bit of a half-hearted dive there. I didn't quite know if I could pull that one off, and I couldn't, and I've now lost myself some time. We bumped the curb on the inside, but a little slower, so I didn't quite fall off the track so much. Carry the speed through this final turn. Not quite as much as I wanted. We may still get him into turn 1. We're going to be side by side. I think I can do it. Yes, I can get the job done. There we go, on the crest again. Can we be brave? I'm not going to do that. Not on the final lap. I'm not. If you get it right alongside, they might give you space, but you have to be right alongside. Otherwise, they will shut the door on you and force you across the curb. So no point. I will just focus on the run at the top of the hill. Run a little too fast on the way in. That's more than seen him off. And we are up into the 13th place. Oh, good God. No, I don't think we're going to be able to catch that car up ahead. I think it's too far gone, and 10th is... Nah, we're not going to be able to make much more progress on this, unless there is a big accident, which I don't see happening, and don't see why there would be. Don't think I will be able to make much more progress. Just looking at my last... My last 2 laps have not been too bad on the consistency front, despite overtaking. Well, they're not. I'm pretty pleased with them, actually, considering I have been overtaking and so on. Yeah, I can get into the 33s when I'm not got cars around me to worry about, but yeah, they're not too bad. Too bad are lap times. Just don't do anything stupid. No need to. I'm surprised I've actually got through a race without locking my brakes up and scaring myself silly in that corner. A couple more turns to go. I'm just making sure I don't hit the curb. And again, around here, no need to do anything silly. Can't catch the car ahead. I'm going to have to settle for a hard fought for 13th place. Whew, we did it. How far behind the leader was I in this? 18 seconds behind the leader. I'll be honest, the difference between me setting off from the start line and them setting off is probably not much more than that 18 seconds, because it is such a long grid. I'm, yeah, pretty pleased with that race. This many cars is always frantic around a circuit. These are nice cars to drive. Just got to be careful with some of the bumps. The Bentley can surprise you with going sideways. Who was the highest placed Bentley? Was there a Bentley at the front? I think I was the highest placed Bentley, actually, yeah. Hey! I think, are there already 2 Bentleys racing, though? There's me, and there's one in 23rd. And okay, yeah, there are already 2 Bentley. Okay, not quite as big a accolade as I'd hoped for. But yeah, there we go. Good fun driving these vehicles. I do like that they are now in project cars. A good track for them as well, I have to say, even if there are a couple of places that scare me a little bit. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.